guys, I have a demo review for you guys today, and it is on the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. And beforehand, they did have the powder one, which I do own. And I don't know if they're discontinuing that and this is replacing it, or they're going to have both available. So I'll have to see. But in my Ulta, they took down all of the powder ones, and then they have this in place. So I don't know if it's replacing it or not. With this foundation, it says it's oil-free, it's water-based, it's full coverage, mineral-enriched, and matte finish. My shade is in the color 2 Nude. And that being said, this range of colors that they have for this foundation are really dark. My shade is the second lightest shade, and I'm an NC35, so that goes to tell you that there's hardly anything for people with lighter skin tones, which is really a shame. And it only has around 10 shades, so it gets a little dark but not way too dark, so it's kind of like in the medium skin tone range only. I'm hoping that later on they'll make a bigger display and they'll bring in more colors, but for now that was all that they had at my Ulta, so I'm not really sure. Maybe online they have available other colors. But like I said, my shade is number 2 Nude, and this has yellow undertones to it. And it is a twist off top and you kind of squeeze. And I really like that just because it's cleaner and it's easier to get the product out. You don't have to worry about pouring it out. On the front of the packaging it says it's oil free, it's water based, full coverage, it's mineral enriched, and matte finish. I don't know what kind of minerals it has in it, but that's nice to know. But it does give a really nice matte finish. It's actually what I have on my face right now. I don't know why, but the lights are like making me look kind of greasy. Maybe it's because of the blush that I have has a lot of shimmer on it. But this does give a really nice matte finish. I feel like the coverage is more of a medium to full coverage depending on how much you put on. And another thing with this foundation is that it takes a while for it to dry. I found that the more products you put on, the longer it takes for it to dry. And it kind of looks kind of greasy and shiny while you're waiting for it to dry. If you just apply little by little and wait and apply it and let it keep drying as you're applying, it applies a lot more smoothly and it dries to a matte finish faster. So that is something to watch out for, to not pile it on, because while you wait it just takes forever. But I do set this with powder, and I feel like the finish on this is like when I touch my skin, it just feels so nice and soft. I love the way this feels on my skin. It feels really lightweight and nice. And I think it's one of the things that I was looking through the ingredients. It has dimethicone, and that is one of the key ingredients in primers. So I think that that's one of the reasons that it has like that soft velvety feel to it on your skin once it dries. So that is really, really nice. I really like that. And yeah, you get 1.23 fluid ounces. The bottle's almost as big as the palm of my hand. And like I said, the range is limited, but I think it's like $7.99, and right now they have like buy one get one 50% off. So definitely give it a try if you have oily or combination skin, because this is definitely geared towards that, especially containing the dimethicone. But it is creamy when it comes out. Don't think it has like a silicone feel to it, because it doesn't. It is a creamy consistency. So if you want to see the demo on this, just keep watching and you will see how I apply it and how it looks when it is freshly applied. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush, which looks like that. And I'm just gonna squeeze just the tiniest little bit on here, like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and stipple this on. I think I used way too little. But at least cover this side of my face, a little bit of my forehead. Okay, so that covered kind of my forehead and part of my face, and I'm just gonna apply just a tiny bit more. I'm being kind of cautious with this because I applied a little bit way too much the other day, and it takes a while to dry if you apply way too much. This is what it dries down to. It dries more like a matte finish. It does take a while for it to dry on its own by its, just by itself. Of course, I use powder on a daily basis, so once I put the powder on top of it, it becomes really matte and it really gives it a nice finish. But if you were to use this by itself and let it dry, it takes forever. So just a, you know, caution on that if you're not someone who uses powder. As well as just to let you guys know, I do have an acne mark right here, and you can kind of see it. So it's more of a medium to full coverage. I say that because it's medium because that's the kind of coverage that I usually kind of go for, and then I'll just conceal spots. But you could use more product and make it a full coverage, but like I said, it takes a while for it to dry. So if you have any more questions or anything like that, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave any requests or suggestions or anything you want down below. Or if you have any questions about this foundation or your opinion on it, leave it down below. I'd love to hear it. So until next time.